off to Pacheco, sidesteps a tackle, cuts 15, 10, 5, freaking touchdown, dude! Blown up, fumble, pitch back to Brian Cook, and Brian Cook's gonna freaking house it, dude! He's gonna house it! Oh my God! He's got plenty of time, fires, back in the end zone, touchdown! Bro, what the frick did I just watch? And this is why you don't doubt Patrick Mahomes. He's gonna waltz in, untouched, touchdown, Kansas City, let's go, baby! Oh, buddy. That countdown kind of gets me pumped up, not gonna lie. It's still pretty new, so I watch it and I'm like, let's go! I wanna call a game right now! What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Tuesday night Q&A Hangout. A little later than normal. Got a good excuse / reason. Won't get into a bunch of details now because I'm going to follow up tomorrow. But there was a kid at the Chiefs and Raiders game that got shown wearing a headdress, face painted, half black, half red, started making the media rounds. And turns out that kid and his family is Native American. And I ended up reaching out to the family, and I've been talking to them a little bit just about shedding the truth of the story, because there was a lot of crazy stuff going on about the kid and his family, and news outlets like took that and ran with it, only showing the black half of his face and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. And I was very quiet about it just at first because I like to not be first. I like to be right. And so I did a little bit of digging, found out that this family is actually Native American or of Native American heritage. And I've been in touch with his parents, and I'm going to reach out or talk to them tomorrow, just in a little bit more depth, and try to tell the story in an accurate manner, because I don't know. I just think about the family and their kid, and the family seeing all these news outlets talk BS about their kid. And I have a kid about their age, or about their kid's age rather. And, you know, I would hate for something to be going around like that about one of my kids that's just completely inaccurate and not factual. So anyway, that's why I was late. And, but here we are. So I don't really want to get into any details because I haven't had an actual like in-depth convo yet. But tomorrow I hope to be able to do that. So that's kind of what I was up to and what I was doing and why I was late to the stream. But I just feel like, you know, when it's not even just because they're Chiefs fans, it's just once I found out they were natives, I was like, well, I think they have the right to decide whether or not they want to wear headdresses and stuff that honors or stuff that represents their culture and traditions and their values. So I think if anybody has the right to do it, it would definitely be Native Americans, you know? So anyway, that's kind of where I am with that. Yeah, that's why I was late. Anyway, how the heck are y'all doing, man? Race fan, what's up? Daniel Akers in here. Gavin, chilling with the boys in here. Yeah, Bud said I feel bad for him. Yeah, exactly why nobody listens to the media. Yeah, true. I did find out, well, I'm going to confirm tomorrow, but I'm trying to get a hold of his favorite player. Or like find out his favorite player is, because I have signed Chiefs merch over here, and if I have something, you know, that I have something signed by his favorite player, I'm just going to try to send it to him, because he doesn't need to be going through all that. So anyway, that's kind of where we are. Reeps. Yo, Reeps with a 2-bomb said I'm the wrong kind of Indian to talk about this. Oh, man. So you're Indian, not Native American. What, dude, Reeps, is your, like, I'm just curious, is your actual, like, parents from India? Or, like, when did that happen? I wish I kind of knew where my family was from, dude. I need to take a DNA test or some test thing, because I know, like, my mom is Irish. My beard is red, as you know, it's a red beard. My mom's maiden name is McCormick. I know I'm Irish, but I have no idea where my dad's side of the family is from. Like, literally no idea. Daniel Akers with the gifted and Hazel the Fallen. Let's go, dude. Good to see you in here too, man. Let's go. What's up, Pat Mahomes fan? Yeah, I'm doing good. Chilling with the boys. I have a cold, and it was affecting my throat on Sunday when I was calling the game, but now it's like it's in my face. So if I sound funny or a little bit nasally, and I'll try to mute the mic, you know, if I have to cough, but I am dealing with a little bit of a cold, but I'll be all right. I got some cough medicine for the stream, some Take 7 that hopefully will help. You got the DNA done? Yeah, I want to know like what percentage I am. Like how Irish am I? Like where's my dad from? I think I'm German, but I don't really freaking know. I just need to get it done. I just need to get done. Did you check out the way MVS blocked for Rice last Sunday? Yeah, Storm. It was awesome. He was actually he was wide open up the left sideline. MVS was, and Mahomes didn't see him because it really wasn't part of the progression. It was really, I think, a play almost all the way designed for Rashid. And yeah, MVS, I might be able to pull that. I saw the coach's film. Somebody shared the coach's film on that. I think I have it on my Twitter timeline. Yeah. Here it is. Let me share my screen. This always does this, dude. Hold on. All right, if you look at this, let me click here. All right, so it's not the biggest screen in the world, but MVS is here. And so when he goes up, he is wide open. Look at this. There ain't nobody there. He's got his hand raised. I mean, maybe this will make it a little bit bigger. He's got his hand raised. But Mahomes doesn't, it's not really part of the progression. Mahomes is here, eyeing right here. Hits Rice. Rice takes it upfield. Look at this block by MVS here. It allows Rashid to cut in to score that touchdown, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool, man. So yeah, definitely saw that. You know, love to see it. Somebody said paying MVS $11 million to block. That was an expensive block. We got a touchdown from it. What you thinking about Sunday night? Oh, you're talking Chiefs Packers? I don't know yet. I basically switch gears on Wednesdays. So me and Kylie will talk Chiefs Packers tomorrow night. But yeah, I mean Jordan Love, he's coming off a decent game. If I recall, he's had his ups and downs, I think, this season, but I do think the Chiefs can win this game. I think it's a pretty winnable game for KC, honestly, but I need them to play like they did last Sunday and not against the Eagles or against the Broncos. Like, you have to, you know, play a clean game, no turnovers, score in the red zone, like, don't drop passes, because as long as the defense, or as long as the offense does that, mitigates mistakes, limits turnovers, scores in the red zone, the defense is good enough to basically handle any team. You know, it was Sunday's game last week was weird. Raiders started out really hot. The defense was like giving up a bunch of stuff, but then they quickly made adjustments. The offense started out super slow. It was 14-0 with like at the start of the second quarter, I think it was like 14-0. And I was like, well, this isn't good. But then the Chiefs ended up winning like 31-17, and they got it handled. But it was still a stressful like first quarter. I mean, dude, you guys should go back and read the YouTube comments in the first quarter. Comment after comment. Not everybody. A lot of you guys in here were staying positive, but it's like, it's over. Chiefs are done. Mark this as an L. And I just kind of ignore those comments these days. But I'm like, dude, it's the first quarter. You know, I could see if the Chiefs are trailing by 14 and, you know, with 5 minutes to go in the fourth or something, but still playing like that. But it was literally the first quarter. So yeah, YouTube comments were insane early in that game, not gonna lie. Yo, Song with the 10 bomb Super Bowl I revenge game this Sunday. Hey, we need our regular season championship revenge against the Packers. Let's go. I'm still kind of sad. I know Aaron Rodgers isn't with the Packers anymore, but I'm still kind of sad that that they haven't got to face off, talking about Patrick Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers. And before I get too far in this stream, let's talk about my title real quick. Mecole Hardman did have surgery, but should be back soon. He shared yesterday, late yesterday actually, on his Twitter that he had surgery. He said surgery was successful. And in case you guys didn't know, he was already ruled out for the Raiders game. He was ruled out, wasn't going to play, but on Saturday, the day before the game, he was placed on IR. And we were all like, what the heck? Well, the writing was kind of on the wall a little bit with Mecole, because Andy Reid said he was getting it checked out, and then on Friday, he said he was getting a second opinion, basically. He was getting it double checked, is what Andy Reid said. And yeah, so I was like, well, something isn't right here. But here, these were the posts from last night from Mecole. He said surgery was successful. So then everybody was basically commenting saying, well, hopefully we can get you back. Hopefully we can get you back as, or for the postseason run. And he said, I'll be back in the regular season. So, unfortunate. The Chiefs traded for Mecole. He was here played 4 games, and then he did do something to his thumb that required surgery. Fracture, I don't know, a sprain that was bad enough that needed a pin. Like, I literally have no idea. But he should be back. Now, with that being said, they moved Mecole to IR, and then today, I'll talk about this more in tomorrow's video, but today, I'll share this real quick here. The Chiefs signed cornerback Echo Boydo to the active roster. So they move Mecole off the 53. He's on IR for 4 weeks minimum. Then they elevate or sign Echo Boydo to the active roster. And part of me is like, well, why? And some people are just saying, well, they had an open spot. Mecole was out, so they added Echo Boydo. But I'm like, is a cornerback banged up, a defensive back banged up that we're unaware of? I mean, Trent McDuffie was shaken up on a play, and he wasn't listed as somebody injured after the game, but I'm like, well, what's going on there? Maybe it's just for special teams usage. I'm really not sure. So we'll have to kind of keep tabs on that. Andy Reid, I think, should speak to the media tomorrow, and hopefully we get a little bit of clarity. I just thought Echo Boydo was a bit random. Now, somebody was saying, I think it was Darth Bane, one of the mods on the channel. He's like, well, another team could have been inquiring about signing him off the practice squad. The Chiefs said no thank you and signed him to the active roster because they do like Echo Boydo. He is a depth piece that they could use in case of, defensive back attrition due to injuries throughout the season here. But I don't really know. Thought that was a bit random. And then I also wanted to say, John Ross is officially waived from the reserve/retired list. And I wanted to really take, almost the rest of this stream, maybe the next 2 hours, just to honor John Ross and thank him for all he's done for Chiefs Kingdom. The incredible 2 days of training camp that he lasted for this team. I mean, I really appreciate your service and wish you the best, you Chiefs legend, in your next chapter in the NFL or whatever ends up happening. Obviously, I'm being sarcastic. He made it like 2 days into training camp and was like, peace out, dude. This is freaking hard. So best of luck, John Ross, in your next chapter, man. I hope he wasn't injured. If he was, I'm not making fun of or light of injuries because that's not really how I roll. But I saw that today and I was like, John Ross, former Chiefs legend. Thanks again, Song, for the 10. Dez with the 14 months, said Mahomes saw him. He just didn't want another dime dropped. Might be onto something. And then Race Fan with the 10 gifted. Dude, Race Fan often comes in here dropping little bombs. 10 gifted, 20 gifted, 5 gifted. Appreciate it always, man. Yeah, that's something else. I did talk about that in Monday's video, Chilling with the Boys. He said the charges Justin Ross were dropped as well. Would love to see him return. Also, I messaged you on Instagram, but I'm still available to help with video editing, etc., man, if you need it. Oh, dang, yeah. I feel like you messaged me like months ago now. So I'm behind the curve on that. But yeah, I did talk about that in Monday's video. Justin Ross's charges were, from what I understand, basically dropped because the judge over the case approved his diversion. I still don't fully know what's going to happen. I don't know. Like, here's the big thing for me right now. Justin Ross, I almost said John Ross. We're talking about a bunch of J. Rosses here. Justin Ross is still on the commissioner's exempt list, so he's not a part of the Chiefs 53-man roster. And I just don't know, like, only the commissioner can decide when he comes off. So I don't know if they'll wait. They'll keep him on that list until they do their own investigation, or if they'll bring him off. Like, I just don't really know the situation with Justin Ross right now. He could, I mean, it could be as simple as they remove him from the list because diversion was accepted. You know, once that kind of becomes all official and all that, maybe they remove him from the commissioner's exempt list and he can return to the Chiefs roster. Now, part of it is like, well, do the Chiefs want to stick by him and roll with him because of the charges being dropped and all that? Or do they want to move on from him? I would assume they stick by him. I'm not really sure. But regardless of that, he still will more than likely get investigated by the league and probably get suspended. Probably not this season, but he's going to get probably 6 to 8 games suspended, is my guess. 4 to 8 games is, you know, I'll keep it a little more vague. But because it had to do with a DV case, whether you're charged or not, the NFL does its own investigation or whatever you want to call it, and they will then issue a verdict of their own via a suspension, more than likely. If they feel like you violated the player, whatever, the personnel conduct policy, whatever the exact phrasing is, that could still happen. Uri said he's already missed all this time. How can they make him sit out more? Well, yeah, and that's a tough thing too, because when he's on that exempt list, I don't think Justin Ross could even practice with the team. He can't practice, and he can't go to games or play in games. Now, I believe he can still go to the facility to get treatment, and he can still go to the facility to like do like individual workouts, like in the weight room and stuff like that. But I think that is about all that he can do. I think he can also be in the meetings. Somebody quote me if I'm wrong, but I think he can be in the meetings. So I think he may very well have been in all the meetings so far when they're at home. He can't travel with the team, I believe, and stuff like that. But he's been around. He's been there. It's a big question mark to me because of him being on the commissioner's exempt list. I have no idea how long he's even going to be on there. Is Rashee Rice in offense? What are you saying? Like offensive, like rookie of the year category or something? Maybe. Yo, what's up, Mikey? Nah, you the shiz. Appreciate it, man. Somebody said Justin Ross was released today by the team. John Ross was, but not Justin. Unless I just missed it and I'm just off. I feel like I would have seen that. Yeah, I feel like I would have seen that. Ross will get 6 games. Sounds about right. Usability. Yeah, he can receive treatment and attend meetings. Okay, yeah, bet. You've been voting him for Pro Bowl? Voted like 50 times? Wait, who? Justin Ross? That's awesome. That would be so random. Is Bolton back next week? Drew's been killing it. Andy Reid said Nick Bolton wants to come back now, but they're still making sure that he is fully ready. And with them filling Mecole's spot with Echo Boydo, I would think they're going to hold off a little bit longer before they open up his window. I think they want to make sure that Nick Bolton will be 100% back and ready. You know, it's a long season and they still got the postseason to worry about. So I don't think he will be back this week, although I would love to be wrong. Yo, Darth Bane, I was just talking about you a minute ago. Said, can't stick around sadly, but hi everyone. Everybody shout out Darth Bane. Darth, I was talking about, what the heck was I talking about? I mentioned you though. We were talking about Echo Boydo getting signed to the roster and like reasons why that could be. How about them Bengals? Yeah, not their year, man. I have a hard time even trolling them right now just because, you know, with Joe Burrow and his injury and all that. Like, it just sucks. I'd rather see them healthy and just lose games kind of fair and square, you know, with Burrow in there. But yeah, they are what? 5? I don't even know what they are. 6-6, 5-6. The Bills are 6-6. It's very weird right now. No, John Ross was released, Tony. You are just mistaken, my guy. John Ross was let go today. John Ross, different J. Ross. He was, I just talked about it on stream. He was waived from the reserve retired list. John Ross, not Justin Ross. Richie James snaps are limited because he just came off injury. Yeah, Richie's back. He didn't play too much, but he was back out there. He was catching punts. Yo, what's up, Jed? What up, man? How are you? Brian Cook, one of the best, plus that epic TD in Germany. He good for the rest of the season? Oh, yeah, dude. Brian Cook, dude. Freaking fire. How much beast would you say Pacheco and Rice have in their DNA? Quite a bit. Probably 45% beast, 55% dog. Because you know they got that dog in them. Hardman surgery? Yeah, he had surgery yesterday, 2 days ago, and he's on IR, so he'll be out at least 4 weeks, but Mecole said he'll be back in the regular season. So before the conclusion of the regular season, he will be back. That's per Hardman on Twitter. That's all I got. But yeah, he had surgery on his thumb. Cole, who are the Chiefs playing next week? Packers. Playing Jordan Love and the Packers. Linda said you were the best football report YouTuber ever. I mean, there's a lot of good people in this, that hold it down. Perna, Grassi, Tree, 5 Point. There's even others. I mean, there's others just in the Chiefs space that do a good job as well. But I appreciate that I made the top of the list for you. That's freaking lit. Let's go, dude. Lil Pop with the 3 months. That poor kid. Yeah, getting accused of blackface. It's ridiculous. It was recently, if you didn't know. Yeah, I talked about that Lil Pop right at the beginning. I've actually reached out to his folks, and I'm going to give him a call tomorrow and just talk with them. And, because their son is a minor, I wanted to get their permission to be able to share the story first. A lot of news outlets are just running with it, but I am under the conviction if it involves a minor, somebody under the age of 18, you need to get their parents' permission. So I never reported on it or anything like that, really, yet, because I wanted to, if I do, I want to get the permission from the parents, and that's kind of where I'm at with it. Coal greater than pumpkin pie? I don't know, dude. I had some fire pumpkin pie over the holiday. No, I love you, Camden. It was John Ross. Yeah, it was John Ross, man. Not Justin Ross. Gotta go. Carper, good to see you, man. I said Bo Juro? No, I didn't. There ain't no way I said Bo Juro. You ain't talking to me, right? There's no way. Right? I hope not. Because that would be crazy. I mean, I do have a cold, and I'm not thinking clearly, but... oh, man, that would be nuts. You think that Rasheed is the Chiefs wide receiver one? I mean, yeah, he's on pace, whatever you want to call it, for like 800 and something yards and like 8 touchdowns on the season. So, yeah, definitely. I mean, everybody has a different definition of what a wide receiver one is. I don't know that he's a traditional wide receiver one like Jamar Chase. I mean, think of any Devontae Adams, Cooper Kupp, JJ, CeeDee Lamb. I don't know yet. It's still early, but for the Chiefs and what they need, I mean, he's like wide receiver one. I mean, basically a wide receiver one in the Chiefs offense is the guy that gets targets and eats after Travis Kelce. I mean, for that, yes, Rasheed Rice is the Chiefs wide receiver one. He's doing a really good job, man. I'm really excited for him. Really excited for him. The cleaner with the 5 bomb said, I hope you get to feeling better. Have a great rest of your night. Dude, freaking legend. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, I'm actually like the worst in the mornings, and then I feel better throughout the day, and then at night I start to crash a little bit. Yeah, that's true too. Chillin'. You know, he said it's hard to hit or have a wide receiver one when Mahomes hits everyone. I mean, that's true. He kind of does slang that thing all around the place, you know? Yeah, John Ross was the 9th overall pick. Yeah. He was the 9th overall pick. Mahomes was the 10th, I believe. Bills missing the playoffs? Yeah, they really might. Chris said, are you co-streaming with Tom Grossi or at least raid the channel? We'll definitely raid them. Tom's busy. You know, I'm doing my own stuff too, but I did reach out to Tom earlier and just said, hey man, do you want to do any sort of collab this week? You know, whether it's a quick 10 to 15 minutes live stream to talk about the game. I kind of put the ball in his court and just said, if you're too busy or you don't have capacity, it's totally okay. But I did reach out, see if he wants to do a little bit of a cross collab this week, or we'll just kind of see what he would be interested in doing. That man, like, I work hard. I mean, you guys know I work pretty hard, but that guy probably works harder. I mean, he's always making content, doing something. You know, I try to make as much as I possibly can, but I feel like, you know, when you're running a race and you're running as fast as you possibly can and you're like, dang, I think I'm probably going to win this thing. And you look to your left and someone just like blows by you, like Tyreek Hill running, you know, you're like running as fast as you can. And then Tyreek just like runs right by you. I feel like that's Tom Grossi. Tom Grossi just runs faster. He is wide receiver one, you know? So I run fast, but he just runs faster. But yeah, I think the Bills are going to miss the playoffs. Yeah, or they're on track to miss the playoffs. Chiefs should try to trade up for top 3-ish pick to get Marvin Harrison Jr. Dude, they would have to give up so much draft capital. They only have 5 picks this year. They need a left tackle unless they feel like they got one in-house or they re-signed Donovan Smith. Like, there's a lot that they have to work out before the draft. But, hey, if that's what they wanted to do, I don't think I would complain. Wouldn't complain. Epstein said, can you give me $1,000? I can give you 1,000 no's. No. Okay, that wasn't 1,000, but that was like 25, 30. Are the Bengals missing playoffs? I mean, dude, the Bengals and Bills are going to have to win most of their games from here on out to get there, for sure. Yo, the cleaner with another 5 said, plus, can we talk about the Raiders still having car problems? I mean, you know what? Shout out to Aiden O'Connell. He's a friend and former teammate of George Karlaftis. Seems like a good kid. But, yeah, it's definitely not their season. I'm glad the Chiefs got the W and hope they get the W again here very soon because they play the Raiders here again in the near future. Do the gritty? I don't know how to do that. Rodolfo, what up, man? Good to see you.
Just keep matriculating the ball down the field, boys.
Why is that so quiet? What happened? The colds are starting to make their rounds. So many people I know are getting sick now. Yeah, and I've got kids. They go to school. And it's like kids just like, this is what I picture in my head kids do at school. Who's sick? Raise your hand. Everybody, get around Timmy. He's got a cough. And just stand there until he coughs on you. Like that. That's what I feel like kids do at school. That's not what happens, obviously. But I just feel like if one kid, little Timmy, or whoever in their class has something, everybody's getting it. And then Danny, my wife, gets it. Then I get it. But it's fine. Cole, who is your sneaky playoff team that might surprise us? I mean, we could look up the playoff picture and kind of talk about it because there are a couple. There are a couple for sure. Any chance of a play-by-play collab with Grossi for the game? I mean, I definitely shot a text his way to see if he wanted to collab this week. But yeah, we'll see about that, man. I mean, Grossi, you know, that's his platform that he's built over many, many years. So to be honest with you guys, I'm just probably not going to ask him that. But if he wants to, I would be down. You know what I mean? I'm just kind of, I'm kind of sensitive to asking to be a part of other people's platforms. Like anytime I've done something, like I was on GPS, I was on Clickbait once, but they asked me both times. And then I did have Brandon Perna on a live stream and Tom Grossi on a live stream on my channel during the offseason. But again, that was not them having their platform open as well. They were just coming onto a live stream with me. So that's kind of how I treat that. I don't really ask myself onto things like that. But yeah, I'm definitely open to it. Yo, what up, Austin? How are you, man? Sneaky playoff team is the Panthers. Yeah, that would be a very sneaky one. Not gonna lie. Yeah, we could pull up the playoff. We could definitely pull up the playoff bracket like as it is now, and look at it. Take a lap, you little loser, Epstein. Have a nice life, Dillweed. What's your prediction for the Chiefs' record this season? My prediction was the Chiefs go 13-4. That was before the season even started. I rocked with 13-4. Obviously, I said they could go 14-3. They could go 12-5. I would prefer 13 and I would obviously prefer 14-3, but I would much prefer 13-4 over 12-5. So we'll just kind of have to see. I would love for the Chiefs not to lose any more games the rest of the season. You know, you've got the Packers, you got the Patriots, you got the Raiders, you got the Bills, you got the Bengals, Chargers one more time. And that might be it. That might be the rest of them. Chiefs could get some more wide receivers to the wide receiver room. I mean, listing a lot of names. Please read this. I mean, yeah, there's a lot coming up. I'd be pretty surprised if they got Marvin Harrison Jr. I'm not going to lie. But, I mean, they would have to be so aggressive to get that guy. Do I watch baseball? Not really, no. Yo, ENG with the $20 super sticker. Appreciate you, man. 20 bomb. Let's go. Broncos. Oh, yeah. Broncos. Okay, let me just pull up the playoff bracket because, dude, honestly, the Broncos are a sneaky playoff team in my eyes. If I go... What is it? ESPN playoff picture? Playoff machine, maybe? I think this is one we can kind of use right now. I think you guys can see this. It's kind of small. What if I do this one? Well, that doesn't look better. Hold on. Okay, this is much bigger. Okay, so right now, obviously, you got the Ravens at the 1 seed, but they're on a bye week. And if the Chiefs win, they would then be the 1 seed because they have less conference losses. But we're talking about the playoff picture just right now, as is. I just hit my mic, I'm sorry. But yeah, as of right now, dude, if the season ended right now, they would play the Colts. I would be terrified. Not because the Colts are the best team in the world right now or anything like that, but I just have I just had PTSD about the Colts in the playoffs. We'll just put it that way. Then obviously you got the Browns as of right now, the Jags, Steelers, then the Dolphins. Now, if you want to talk about sneaky teams, let's go down here. Can I not scroll down more? I guess not. Well, this one ain't working for that. But yeah, if you look down here at these teams, I mean, yeah, the Bills are kind of right in that area. 6-6. I mean, they would have to win a lot of games, you know, from here on out. But the Broncos are 6-5. I mean, you want to talk about a sneaky team? They've won like 5 games in a row or something crazy like that. So, I mean, the Broncos, dude, they have the same record right now as the Colts, and they're 6-5. So they're pretty sneaky, right in there. As far as like the Bengals are 5-6. The Texans, I think, to me, are another sneaky team. I was rooting for them to win last Sunday. I don't even remember. Or they played the Jags. I was rooting for the Texans to win. It was kind of down to the wire. I think the Texans are a sneaky team. And then maybe that's really it, in my opinion, for the AFC. You know, you've got the Bills still fighting. The Bengals are still fighting, but I don't know. No Burrow. I'm not really sure. But I think the Broncos and the Texans, which are two teams I did not really predict to be sneaky. And then who else we got over here? And if we're looking at the NFC just real quick, I know it's real small, but I mean, I guess the Vikings are. I mean, the Vikings I think are. Yeah, they're the 7th seed. But I don't know, dude. Watching that game last night, I would rather have put bleach in my eyeballs than relive that again. Troy was pretty depressed about that loss, too. I called him this morning, and he was not in a great mood. I mean, the Saints they're kind of right in there. I don't really know as much on the NFC as far. I mean, I feel like you've got some really dominant teams. But dude, like the Falcons right now are 4th seed at 5-6. I think it's because they're winning their division. So the Saints could be sneaky. Honestly, the Bucks too, because they're not very far off either. But yeah, the Panthers at 1-10. I mean, those guys are definitely sneaking in, 1,000%. Yo, the cleaner with the membership. Let's go. Gifted a membership. Shoot, appreciate that, man. You're going crazy. Green Bay. Val Troya said Troy is a dingbat. Why? He's from Minnesota. So that's why he's a Vikings fan. Troy is a dingbat. I bet my math teacher, the Chiefs, would beat the Raiders 200 push-ups and he had to do 200 push-ups. Why would your math teacher take that bet? That's a pretty bad bet to take. Oh, yeah, Buster. Bro, that was the game right before the Chiefs game that I had to stream. But yeah, he said if they would have had 6 more inches, that would have been a made field goal. Was that like a 59-yard attempt? And it was it Matt Amendola? He's never kicked a field goal that long before. And bounced off the middle crossbar. Just the crossbar. It was crazy. Crazy ending. Favorite non-Chiefs player? I don't know if I have like a favorite, but I have some that I really respect. Like I really respect Max Crosby. I think he's a dog. I've always liked to watch, just players that are really good at their craft kind of go at it. So watching Derrick Henry run has always been fun. I have a lot of respect for, I like watching JJ. I liked watching Devontae Adams. I still like watching Devontae Adams, even though he's a Raider. So yeah, definitely like players out there that I just respect. Like I have a lot of respect for Bosa. The 49ers got a lot of dogs on there too that I like. CMC, he is so fun to watch, dude. There's a lot of players out there, really. Love to see Sammy Watkins back, but I think he's on the Packers. He was on the Packers last year. I don't think he's on a team right now, unless he got sneaky signed recently and I just missed it. I don't think he's on a team. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure he's not. Amendola got released? He did? Dang. Oh. No. Well, 4 hours ago, the Texans are set to sign kicker Matt Amendola to their practice squad now that he's cleared waivers. So they did waive him, but he cleared waivers, then they signed him to the practice squad. Epstein said, why'd you put it where I couldn't say anything? Because you were acting like a child out of line, so I put you in timeout. You said the Chiefs suck. So I put you in timeout. You blasphemous child. The cleaner with the 5, Mark Sanchez, definitely best defensive player ever. Oh, gosh. Hey, he did help the defense quite a bit. Sammy Watkins is on the Ravens? Really? Sometimes these like signings go under the radar to me and I just don't miss it. Or I don't see it, rather. I don't know that he is. Yo, what's up, Arrow Red? Good to see you, man. I would say the Vikings if they had Cousins. Yeah. Well, they were smoking. They were talking about like sneaky teams that could like sneak into the playoffs. And I was like, well, Justin Jefferson's going to return soon. So Dobbs is going to have another weapon out there. So like they could be a sneaky team. I don't know that they have great chances, but the NFC is kind of in a weird place right now.
Let's ride. Broncos country, let's ride.
Hey, Cole, how's your day? Good day to you, to the greatest Chiefs YouTuber here. Let's go, dude. Appreciate you, man. The day's been good. Just honestly cleaned the office, did some organizing, and then worked on some YouTube shorts. Me and Troy edited like 5, or we're editing through like 5 today to sprinkle in throughout the week. We dropped 2. We've got a few more already. Sammy Watkins is on the Ravens. You just looked it up. Nice. Is he on their practice squad or on the roster? He must have got... I mean, for what it's worth, Wikipedia says he's a free agent. But on ESPN, it's got a picture of him in a Ravens uniform. But he hasn't logged any games for 2023. He played 3 games with the Ravens in 2022. 9 games with the Packers in 2022. So, Kadarius Toney said, Cole, thank you for putting me on your team. Hey, no freaking problem, dude. You think we'll sign a receiver in the offseason? Yeah, I mean, not the whole receiving core is not staying as it is. They'll definitely make some changes, I think. Josh Allen in overtime is definitely my favorite non-Chiefs player. Dude, crazy, man. Josh Allen is 0-6 in overtime. Yeah, crazy. Yo, what up, dogs? Said, yo, just subbed. If Joe Burrow was healthy and we had the defense we did in 2021, where would we be at currently in this season? When you say we, are you talking about the Bengals? Or are you talking about the Chiefs? I think you're talking about the Bengals. I mean, they would definitely not be 5-6. You're probably looking at, I don't know, only a few, maybe half those losses. I mean, the problem with Burrow is he wasn't healthy, was trying to get right for a couple weeks, few weeks with his calf, finally did get healthy, and then did whatever he did to his hand, tore a tendon, and he had to have surgery. So, yeah, just pretty unfortunate with the injuries. I hate to see it. Yo, what up, Kyle? Said, since my team, the Vikings, are on their bye week now, I'll be rooting for the Chiefs on Sunday Night Football Week 13. Go Chiefs Kingdom. Let's go. Let's go, dude. Kyle's on Team Cole this Sunday rather than Team Grossi. We'll take it. Let's go. You think the Chiefs will get the 1 seed? I mean, maybe. You know, that's a week-to-week thing. They've just got to win they got to win out as much as they can. They kind of hold their destiny in their hands. If they want it, they got it. You got to win these games, though. Yo, Jack Green, good to see you, man. With the 5-bomb said, I think Richie becomes a valuable asset if he stays well. He's a possession receiver. I mean, he had 550 yards last year with Daniel Jones throwing in passes. So in theory, he can start to eat a little bit if he wants. I wonder how it's going to look because he's literally been on IR. He's off now, but he's been on IR like most of the season. Went on there like week 2 or week 3. So he hasn't had that time really on the field with Mahomes. But I wouldn't be surprised to see Richie James start to cook up, heat up a little bit right before the playoffs. You know, give him a good month or so. Yeah, definitely. Just give him a good month, and we'll kind of see what could happen. Fiber said, "Don't disrespect Sammy. He helped us win the Super Bowl." Oh yeah, heck yeah, man. No, definitely. Yeah, no disrespect to Sammy, but he's not who he once was, right? Greg Davis said, "Can I ask for a shout out to the mods in the chat? Y'all are awesome." Heck yeah. Shout out Jennifer. Who else is in here? Holly. I think I saw FLDB. Darth Bane was in here. I'm sure Brand is lurking. K Wayne is often in here. Heck yeah, man. Shout out to the mods. Jennifer, are you good? I feel like you... Were you not in the Sunday stream, Jennifer, or am I tripping? Somebody was asking where you were, and I didn't see you. Just so I hope you're good. I was there until the start of the second quarter and rewatched later. Ah, okay. We got worried about you, Jennifer. We're like, where's Jennifer? We're like, where'd she go? Cooper says Trav ain't making it to practice because he's recording State Farm commercials. Those are pretty much all recorded in the offseason.
Just keep a trickling the ball down the field, boys.
Sorry, I dropped my ring. I don't know why. I play with, like, on stream, I like have a habit of just like taking my wedding ring and just like playing around. But I just do that. If somebody asked me one day too, they're like, why is your wedding ring off? I was like, well, it's not, I mean, it's off, but it's just in my hand. You nosy people. What happened? Russell Wilson posted on something on social media, or is that new? Cole, you should see if you can get Nazi Johnson back on soon. Oh, I definitely can, man. I could just reach out to him in the DMs and see if he's got time in the next couple of weeks.
You gotta fight.
I think that'd be great. Yo, Cleaner with another 5? Bengals would probably choke another playoff game, or best case scenario, choke another Super Bowl. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to see the Bengals win a Super Bowl, because if they're there, it means the Chiefs weren't able to get there. But I wouldn't be surprised to see, Joe Burrow make it back there one day. I wouldn't be surprised to see, if they can get it together, Josh Allen get there at some point in time in his career. Lamar Jackson, like, I wouldn't be surprised to see some of these guys get there, but you got to show up in the postseason and get it done, MVS is training more to catch throws. He is still upset about the drop versus Eagles. During time off, he's been at the stadium with... where'd that message go? Frick! Oh, he's been at the stadium with Blaine throwing to him. He was at the stadium for 4 hours, according to KC. Where did you hear that? Somebody link me. Somebody link me where you saw that, because that's actually a cool story. I like that. I ain't a mod, but I'm here, brother. Amani, one of the OGs of the channel. Freaking man went to Germany. He was in Germany at the game in chat saying it's crazy here. That was pretty fire, dude. If you were Veach, who would you re-sign next year and who would you cut? Oh man, that is a loaded question. That's a pretty in-depth one. The Cleaner with the 5 gifted. Dude, the Cleaner is going crazy again. You legend. Appreciate you. Yeah, I mean, I probably won't fully answer that question right now, just because I think that'll be some off-season content we can talk through. But I think the biggest thing for me right now is what's going to happen to Chris Jones. I am not completely positive that he comes back, although I would like him to. I would like to see Snead back, if at all possible, but will he price himself out of KC? Quite possibly, yes. Then you've got Willie Gay, who's on a contract year. Drew Tranquil, he's on a 1-year deal. I would love to see Drew back if we can somehow make that happen. Those are a few. I also would potentially look at the idea. I'm just going to say it. I would potentially look at the idea of moving on from MVS. It's not just the one drop that, he missed that ball, whatever. Like, it's not just the one drop. It's just the lack of production, I think, overall. And some of it's like, yeah, he's just not on the same page with Mahomes. Mahomes has missed. He did have a 50-yard touchdown, I think, in the Bears game that was called back due to a Jawan Taylor penalty. But there is an out in his contract, and, you could look at taking that money and investing it in a different receiver, and just just trying some new things. We'll see if that happens. He's still under contract for a year. Maybe they're like, well, we're going to hold on to him. Like, he saved, like, dude, the Chiefs don't win the Super Bowl last year without MVS. He went off in the AFC Championship game. So respect where respect is due, but he is somebody I would possibly look at moving on from. And then, CEH is walking. So there's a lot of things to talk about for sure, man. Just a lot of players that are not going to be here next year, but some I'd like to see stay, some I don't mind going. Can't just waltz into the postseason. No. Can't. Now, if MVS wants to take a bit of a restructure and stay, and the Chiefs can get some money back and use that to go invest that elsewhere, like, I'd be more open to that. Like, we all thought Frank Clark was going to be gone, not last season. I mean, we kind of thought last season for sure, but 2 seasons ago, we're like, well, he's probably gone. Well, he restructured his contract and stayed, and it was a much more team-friendly deal. So there's always a possibility of that too. Charvarius Ward got paid. Snead is gone. Yeah, I feel like Snead is more valuable to the defense than Ward was, although I was at times a fan of Charvarius Ward. I love seeing him ball out with the Niners. I think he's playing really well there in that scheme, and it works to his strengths. And yeah, it was fun watching him. I just watched him recently. He was going against what team were they playing? He was battling the opposing team's wide receiver 1 though. I can't remember who the heck they just played recently, but it was fun watching him go to bat. Yeah, Snead could possibly be gone, and it sucks, but it's part of the biz. But he's probably the second most important player on that defense right now. I think it's Chris Jones and then Snead. I mean, maybe you could argue Chris Jones, Bolton, then Snead, but like Bolton hasn't played all season and they're still balling out. Bolton will be back. I'm not saying he's not important. I think they're even better with him out on the field, but I think you could argue right now Chris Jones, then Snead on the defense. I mean, McDuffie's playing really well, obviously. The safe, like Justin Reed's playing well. I mean, it's not just that simple, but yeah, I think Snead's pretty important. Oh, yeah, that's who it was. Ward locked up DK Metcalf. That's it. Oh, who do you think has more trade value, Chris Jones or Snead? If Chris Jones was 3 years younger, I'm like, that's the easiest one. But it still might be Chris Jones, even though he's 30. I think Snead has value. He's definitely younger. But I'd still would go with Chris Jones. Need another left tackle. Yeah. Did you guys notice that Wanye Morris stepped in for Donovan Smith in the game when Smith had to come out? I thought that was interesting. Wanye Morris was in there on the left side. It probably would have been Prince Tega Wanogo, but he's on IR. Sucks. But yeah, I saw Wanye step in there. So now I'm like, could he have a fighter's chance, to play on the left side next year? I have no idea. But we'll definitely, I don't know. I knew when they signed Donovan Smith, he was like a Band-Aid, meaning like a temporary solution. But yeah, they're going to have to figure out left tackle like 100%. Somebody said, why are we releasing Snead? Well, Snead's on the last year of his contract. So if the Chiefs and him don't work out a deal in the offseason, he'll walk in free agency and then can sign to the highest bidder or whatever he wants to do, to be honest. Yeah, Wilkers said Jones by a mile. I think it's also the position. Well, it's not even just the position. Jones is one of the best defensive linemen in the entire NFL. Snead is a top corner, for sure, and very valuable on the team, but I'd still go with Chris. Yeah, Seattle. Yeah, that was a fun game to watch. I mean, they clamped them. It wasn't close, but Cole, do you think we look to draft offensive help, or do we get it in free agency? That's a great question, man. I think they're going to search far and wide and look for answers in free agency first, and then they'll go into the draft with a bit of a game plan. But yeah, they're definitely going to. I'm going to give you a vague answer right now because there's several different ways they can go. And honestly, they could have some free agency plans like, yo, we're really going to chase after this guy or this guy. Well, they could go chase after him, and that guy's like, nah, I'm going to go sign with this team. You know what I mean? Like, they can have plans, but those plans can be thwarted, sadly. Yeah, sadly. On the money with the 2 said, no question. Just keep crushing it always. Dude, thanks so much, man. One of the OGs on the channel. The cleaner with a gifted after the 5 gifted and multiple dono bombs. And then the cleaner with a 10. What the freak? Dude, he said, yo, shout out to the mods and the GOAT, the myth, the legend, Cole. Dude, the cleaner's he's going ham. Going bacon. Joseph Pacheco, Pacheco's uncle Joe, said, so happy to see Isaiah Pacheco getting the ball more. Dude, me too, man. He's been eating. He's been balling out. So, heck yeah. I mean, he literally said, I'm willing to do what it takes to take another grown man's job when he got drafted, and he did that and more. And he's balling out. Last I checked, he's like 10th or 11th in rushing yards in the NFL, and he's on pace for 1,000 yards rushing this season, which in the Chiefs offense, that's awesome. You know, if you look at run percentage of plays versus passing percentage of plays that teams run, the Chiefs are like 27th in the NFL in percentage of run plays called. So the fact that they're 27th or so in the NFL and how often they run the ball from a percentage standpoint, and Pacheco's going to hit 1,000 yards, or he's on track to hit 1,000 yards or get very close, like that's freaking awesome. Definitely awesome. Camden said, do you think we can get CD? I don't know anything about Lamb's contract, to be honest with you, but I definitely read that as coffee. I thought you said, do you think we can get coffee? I was like, you can get some HBTC blend of Benchwarmers brew if you want, but I don't know what CeeDee Lamb's contract looks like right now, to be honest with you, but I would assume the Cowboys really want to keep that guy close for sure. Is Rashid the best wide receiver for the Chiefs right now? Yes, Bold. For sure, man. You know what, I was talking about this on Twitter. You know, he led his draft class in contested catches of 20 or more air yards and had a bunch of deep passes thrown his way last year as well, which is something I would like to see potentially the Chiefs utilize a little bit more here down the stretch. We got a little bit of a glimpse of it, that back shoulder throw down the left sideline in that game against the Raiders. That was sick, dude. I was like, woo, we want more of that. It was fire. So we'll see if they start using him more in that way. Not Andy Reid. Patrick Mahomes made it seem like they're going to start using him more. Lamb becomes a free agent in 2024? Really? Why the freak wouldn't the Cowboys sign him to a long-term deal? Or maybe he just got off one? I don't even know how old he is. I thought he was younger. Yeah, he's 24. So he's coming off his rookie deal. Yeah, we'll see. I'm sure the Chiefs will look around, dude, but I would somewhat be surprised if they just signed some wide receiver to a monster deal. Just be pretty surprised. Yeah. Dude, the cleaner with another 5 bomb said, I've been a mod in a different community. I know it's hard. Keep on trucking. Y'all are awesome. Bro, cleaner. Taking us to the cleaners, man. Let's go. Race fan with the 10 said, I got a couple of my coworkers to watch your channel. Dude, that's awesome. I had a guy, he DM'd me during, what was it during? Maybe the draft. No. Cut down day, I think. Maybe cut down day. He DM'd me on like Facebook and he's like, bro, I walked in. And this is a guy I hadn't talked to in like 10 years. Maybe. He's like, bro, I walked in to my boss's office to ask him a question. And they, my boss and another higher up guy at my job had you on their TV in the office and they were following the 53-man roster cut downs. And he was like, hey, I know that guy. He's like, I used to go to church with that guy. And the boss was like, I don't believe you. So he messaged me and I was like, well, tell them that it's true. And I said, let's freaking go. I just thought that was funny. Could you imagine you're just like working at your job? You walk into your boss's office and you see my bald head with a big old red beard on the big screen in your boss's office during work hours. That's fantastic. Cole, do you attend games at Arrowhead? I try to go to one a year. I didn't go last year, dealing with some back issues. A couple bulging discs in my back. But yeah, I've gone almost every year for quite a while prior to that. At least just once a year is what I try to do. What's up, Nolan? Siri just said, I found this on the web. 7 ways to treat chronic back pain without surgery. Well, thank you so much, Siri. I really appreciate your input right now. Race fan, thanks for the 10 bomb, dude. Chiefs dude, you're the man. Cole, we need mattress ads. Hey, I got one coming in December. Bear mattress, baby. Yeah, they're the first sponsor of the channel. They've been partnered with us for over a year now. I've been sleeping on their mattress for a year. It's fantastic. Embry, my day's been good. Yeah, it's been a good day. I'm going to the game. Only problem is that the Chiefs are 0-3 in games I've been to. Yeah, the Chiefs are 0-3 in playoff games I've been to. So I'm probably not going to any more playoff games. Somebody said my beard just splashed on my beard. You think Chris Jones will hit his incentives? I honestly, Shadow, I don't remember all his incentives. It's going to be hard to hit them all, but I think he'll hit some. He's got to play like what? A certain amount of snaps, a certain percentage of snaps. I think he'll hit that. He's got to play, or how many sacks does he need to hit that? And then he's got to get Defensive Player of the Year, and the Chiefs got to win the Super Bowl, and that's another incentive. So some of those are just hard to hit. 15 sacks. I mean, how many is he at? It's going to be hard. He has 7.5 sacks right now. He literally needs to double his sack output over the course of, well, he doesn't need to double his sack output per se, but he's halfway there, and he's got 6 more games to do it. So it's going to be tough. Does McDuffie has to be the best cornerback, right? I mean, McDuffie is a dog. He is for sure one of the best out there. He's awesome. No playoff games for Cole. Dude, I was at I can't remember which loss it was exactly before this, but I did go to the Chiefs-Titans playoff game. Yeah, Chiefs-Titans where Marcus Mariota threw his own frickin' touchdown pass. I was in that end zone. Yeah, that was depressing. Then I went to the Chiefs and Bengals AFC Championship game that the Chiefs lost by 3. Saw that. Sucks. Serious Film said, I have so much confidence in defense but soon as the offense comes on the field, I'm afraid. Every time our players get room, they look like they're going to fumble the ball. Yeah, it's definitely weird, man. It's weird for me and probably for you guys too to have more confidence right now in the defense and the offense, because it's basically ever since Mahomes has become the starter, at least for the most part, it's been flip-flopped. We have all the confidence in the world that the offense is going to get points on the board, and we're like afraid every time the defense is out there. I am the opposite right now. It's better after this last game against the Raiders, but it's still, they played the Raiders, you know. You got harder teams coming up than that, but still, some positive signs. So we'll use that moving forward. Your dad said, "What's up, homie? What's up? What's up, Dad? How's it going?" Oh, the cleaner with another 10 bomb. Dude, holy smokes. Said, well, good night, y'all. Have a great rest of y'all's day. Thanks once again. Glad to be back. Dude, cleaner, you're the freaking man. Appreciate you. Tom with the 2. Tom said, we won't miss Frank at all during the playoffs. I mean, hopefully the defense just balls out so much that we're like, we don't even think about it. But Frank Clark definitely was the man in the postseason.
We dominate every time we touch the field, baby. We just do what we do.
Who do you think is going to go to the Super Bowl? Hopefully the Chiefs. Chiefs and 49ers rematch. That'd be fun. I'll take the Eagles too. Let's see. What the hell? Tristan said, I can't tell if you're 25 or 45. Either way, keep up the good work. I'm an ageless man. I'm 32. That was funny. That was great. Julia, who you talking about? You talking about me? You ain't talking about me. I don't see any other teams in the AFC making it besides the, or NFC making it besides the Niners or Eagles. That's who I think makes it. One of those two teams, for sure. Cole, you 32? I wouldn't have guessed that. Yeah, man. It's probably because I shaved my head. People think, I don't know. How old did you think I was? That comment was funny. I can't tell if you're 25 or 45, but keep good work. Bro, I hope I'm a little more mature by 45. That's hilarious. What do you make of Dan Orlovsky's comment about the Chiefs being a better team against the Birds? Yeah, I think they were the better team, to be honest. Kind of like you could honestly just make the argument that the Eagles were the better team in the Super Bowl. You know, obviously, they didn't score more points at the end of the day. The Chiefs made a couple more to get the job done. But yeah, the Chiefs turned the. Well, let me make sure I'm remembering these games right. Was it the Eagles game? The Chiefs turned the ball over twice in the red zone. I'm pretty sure it was. So you can't do that. You can't have that happen. And then the Chiefs scored, I think, once again, 0 points in the second half against the Eagles. But, like, they had more everything, stat-wise, in spite of all that, other than points. They lose by 4? I think they needed a touchdown at the end. Holly said, I hope you are not more mature by 45, Cole. Maturity is overrated. I mean, I don't need to be way more mature, but I was like, Cole is 57. Just looks young for his age. Vulture said I would have guessed 25 to 30. All right, well, I'll take that. Dude, that comment was great. Oh, man. Tom with the 5. Dude, let's go, man. Currently in the process of building a 150-inch home theater. Come to Nashville to watch some playoff football. Hit me up. Dude, let's go. 150-inch home theater. I watch the game on half of a 27-inch monitor when I call them.
I didn't get that. Can you try again?
Hey, Siri, I need you to say go Chiefs.
I'm not sure I understand.
She said she doesn't understand. All right, well, thanks for nothing, dude. Thanks for nothing. Cole, I think MVS is going to win MVP this year. He's leaving with the least yards by any wide receiver. MVP? Hey, you never know. Crazy things could happen. Madden 24 is being funny without Chiefs because my wide receiver ain't been dropping easy passes. No, dude. Tell Madden to straighten up. Harris with the 5. Appreciate that. Yeah. Siri with the L. Daryl with the 2 said that's Queen Holly. It is. Queen Holly the mod in the house. Oh, my bad. My bad about time. He said, you said, hey, S-I-R-I, and my iPad quit playing. And then Abdullah just said, when you said that, my MacBook answered you. Hey, did they tell you a good story about the Chiefs? The cleaner with the 5, KC fan enough to show my appreciation. Plus, who needs money when you're depressed? Oh, shoot, dude. I hope you're all right, man. Dude, I'm kind of an advocate of counseling, therapy for people. Like, if you don't go, I'm not saying that'll just magically make things better. It just helps you process through things. And, I haven't been a bunch myself, but we've got people in the fam that go, and it's something I'd recommend. Like, if you don't go, at least check it out. Let's go talk with I guess some people look down on it, but I don't really look down on it. It's 2023, man. It's important. It's important to go, and if you're not well physically as you can be, but then mentally, emotionally, like, that makes it even harder. Appreciate dang, man, all the dono bombs, cleaner. Freaking legend. Zach with the 5, what's up? Hope you and the fam are doing well, Cole. Always enjoy the content. Also, glad to see the offense is getting things going. Got to be consistent, though. How about those Chiefs? No, exactly. Yeah, we're doing pretty well. Everybody's pretty much over their cold that the family had, and now it's just me. So I'll take that. Everybody healthy, and I'm recovering, but it's fine. Doing pretty well, though. Always well after the Chiefs beat the Raiders. That helped me feel better instantly. I went from feeling okay to feeling fantastic after the Raiders dub. The Chiefs beat the Raiders. Tom with the 2, Cole, that would be equal to 12 foot 6 wide screen. 12 foot. 12.
Kansas City.
That would be like. That would almost be like as big as this whole wall. That's crazy. That's crazy, dude. I need to go there and call the game. Like, just stream in that room. I wouldn't know where to look, dude. I'd be like, whoa. That's crazy. Don with the 2. Let's go, Don. Appreciate you. Opinion on Kareem Jackson. He's got to adapt. I understand what people are saying when they say, well, 15 years ago, that was a routine tackle, a routine hit. Well, guess what? It's 2023, so you've got to get with the times. He's been fined so many times. He's been suspended now twice. Like, quit leading, dude, with the crown of your helmet. Change the way you tackle. I know habits are hard to break, but you got to get with the times or get out. That's kind of my thoughts on that. There's an Eagles fan in here. What up, dude? How's it going? I have a friend that's a Cowboys fan. Should I leave him? Nah, that's fine. Just tell him he's delusional, but you can still be his friend. Yep, gotta change. Jack said, Cole, have you ever been to City Diner? Went for breakfast after the Eagles game and it was so fire. City Diner? I've never even heard of it. Where is that? Sounds kind of fire. Eric Thompson? What up, dude? You have a fever of 103. You need to take an ice bath right now. I'm just kidding. I don't even know if that would help. Man, get well soon. That's a high fever, dude. Holy smokes. Hey, Cole, do you think the offense is starting to show what they can do and they can do it on a consistent level? Let's ask me that after the Packers game, because while the offense did do well this game, like for 3 quarters, I would really like them to do that again this week, and then I could tell you it's looking more consistent. Yeah, I remember Dirty Dan Sorensen. Much respect to Dirty Dan. He did struggle his last year here in KC, but definitely made some clutch plays. Some clutch plays. Yeah, Dirty Dan was the man. Cole, what's the team in the AFC you think is overrated and a team that's underrated? In the AFC, I'm just kind of glancing around. A team that's overrated. I don't know, man. Maybe the Dolphins. Is that fair to say? Maybe they're a bit overrated. I mean, don't get me wrong, they are a good team, but they are definitely beatable. Underrated? I mean, I might go with the Denver Broncos right now, dude. Not going to lie. They've won 5 straight. I might go with the Denver Broncos, which pains me to say. I think the Texans as well are a bit underrated. Yeah, that's kind of where a couple answers there. What do you guys think? Do you agree or disagree with that? Wendy said, I think the Jags are overrated. You think the Bills are what? Overrated? I mean, they're 6-6, so I'm like, I don't really know. I'm looking at teams that have that are one of the top seeds and looking at those teams and being like, all right, which one of these teams is a bit overrated? Do you think the Jags are overrated? I like the Jags. I'm not going to lie. But I like when we beat them too, quite a bit. John with the 5 bomb said, HBTC back-to-back is still on track. Let's freaking go. Heck yeah, man. Let's go, John. Good to see you. You think the Ravens are overrated? I mean, the Ravens have a really good defense. But, bro, the Chargers, they had chances to beat the Ravens, dude. I think they turned the ball over. How many times did they turn the ball over? Was it like 4 times? It was like, I think. Again, I watched so many games that kind of all blend together. But I watched that game. It was Sunday Night Football, wasn't it? Yeah, I watched it. I was like, dude, the Chargers could have won that game. Ravens, I could get with that if you say the Ravens. Cole, do you like the Eagles? Yeah, I mean, I think they're a really good team. I really don't have an issue with the Eagles. I don't really have issues with NFC teams. I was actually rooting for them to win on Sunday. I wanted the Eagles to beat the Bills, and they did, right? They went into overtime and won. Yeah. Now, do I think head coach Nick Sirianni is a bit, insecure and childish at times and kind of can't control his emotions? I mean, yeah. I made a short trolling him, but yeah, I have a lot of respect for the Eagles. And with all that being said, I think Nick Sirianni is a really good coach. They have a lot of good pieces around them, and yeah, they're 9-1, 10-1, whatever it is. So yeah, they're definitely a good team. Babcock said he is childish. I mean, at times. Hopefully he grows out of that. I just feel like as a head coach, the standard is high. Like if a player or a fan wants to be like that, okay. But the head coaches, I mean, they're just kind of held to a different standard, in my opinion. But yeah, I still think the Eagles are a good team. Tom said he DM'd me on Facebook a picture of his setup. Let me see if we can find it. Where, Tom? Where are we at? On Facebook?
Touchdown! Kansas City!
Where? Because I'm not seeing it. 25-year-old Jalen had to tell him to quit the antics. Yeah. I like Jalen. Chiefs party at Tom's? Let's go, dude. Yeah, I'm kind of with Raz. Love that clip of Clark giving Andy the game ball and announcing his #1 winning coach status with Chiefs and Eagles. What a great moment and everlasting monument to Andy's success. Yeah, man, with that win Sunday rather, Andy Reid is officially has the most wins as a head coach for the Chiefs, and he already has the most wins as a head coach for the Eagles. So he's the first coach to have the most wins of more than one franchise. Absolutely historic. Oh, music page. Okay, I was checking my How About Those Chiefs page. Let me see. Dude, I never checked this page, not gonna lie. The music page. I haven't been on here in a bit. Been on here in a bit. What the heck, dude? This is your setup? How do I Bro, look at this. Dude. So there's that side. And then here's the other side. Bro, Tom. You ballin' out man. That's freaking unreal. I know that's probably... Like, that's not real, right? This is like a mock. That's like a mock, right? Either way, that's insane. That's some fire stuff right there. Tom, thanks for the back-to-back 2 bombs, though. Let's go. Barry with the 10. Appreciate that, brother. He said, I saw MVS before the Broncos game and shook his hand, told him he's the man, then drops the ball. I blamed myself since for the drops. Barry, it's not on you, man. It's not on you, I promise. Nah, it's definitely not on you. You're good. Don't trip. Let's see. Hi, Cole. What do you think about Rice? Oh, yeah, he's that guy. He is definitely that guy. He's balling out. First Chiefs receiver to have 100 yards in a game since week 6 of the 2022 season when Juju Smith-Schuster caught 5 passes for like 113 yards against the Buffalo Bills. Yeah, pretty crazy, man.
Just keep matriculating the ball down the field,
Yo,
boys.
Paul with the 8. 7.99 Australian, I think, is what the A stands for. I think. Pretty sure. Hi, massive Chiefs fan from Australia. Let's go, dude. Well, that should confirm it then with the A.
You gotta fight
Love it.
for your right.
Appreciate the support. And I'm glad you enjoy the content all the way from the land down under. Hopefully that was the right verbiage. But my wife, Danny, she actually did some training like at a school in Australia for like 6 months. This was like a long time ago. But she loves Australia. Do you think this is Mahomes' worst season of his career? I think statistically it might be, or close to, but he's still playing pretty well, all things considered. Rice had an x-ray done and it confirmed he has that dog in him. Bro, you scared me. You scared me with that Rice talk about the x-ray. You went to the home opener against the Cowboys. I'm a Giants fan, and I had a chance to get my mini helmet signed, but I watched the game instead. Dang it, dude. Should have got that bad boy signed. Why would you go to Chipotle unless you want to dance with E. coli? I go to Chipotle all the time. I haven't been sick once. I probably had Chipotle 100 times, maybe more. Chris said, Cole, you worldwide. I guess, yeah. I mean, it's awesome to see, you know, where people watch the videos from. Definitely. I'm always humbled by it. Journey of Discovery right now over Cole's music channel. Are you going and looking at some of the music? Let's go, dude. I haven't made music in almost 5 years now. Yo! Chilling with the boys is watching from Mars. Bro, imagine when the time comes we're actually living on other planets. I don't know if that'll ever happen, but maybe the moon. We'll go live at the moon. Only 100 times at Chipotle? Those are... I mean, I don't really know. I've just had it I've been eating there for years, and we probably eat there once a month, sometimes twice a month. I've never gotten sick, though. I'm in Texas and Chipotle is an imposter. I was trying to think, like, what's the real thing? What do you eat there? Eric Thompson said I was a Chiefs fan before it was cool. I think a lot of us were, man. You know, I was born a Chiefs fan. I was born in the darkness, molded by it. Bro, the Chipotle chips are so good. Facts. Javinci said, "You are definitely worldwide. I'm from the Caribbean. I know like 5 other guys on my island that watches your videos." Oh, that's freaking sick. Bro, I want to make like a massive "How about those Chiefs" compilation video from people like worldwide. I just think it'd be awesome to get everybody to send in a video of them saying, "How about those Chiefs?" And then we just compile it. We make a fun video out of it, and we show like on a lower third, like the city or the state or the country that people are from. I would love to get like hundreds and hundreds of people from all around the world to do a video like that. I think that would be freaking dope, man. Cole pulls up to Chipotle and they know his order already. Well, we just order from the app and then just pick it up. Need a global map to mark? Oh, that'd be fire. That's a good idea. Chillin said he'll make it. The Chipotle chips with that white cheddar cheese sauce. It's fire, Michael. Cole, what did the dentist say to the golfer? Wait, what did he say? I freaking lost the message. You have a hole in one? Hey, man. Okay. Hit me with another one. You need to try a little harder on that one. That was a decent one, but I need a little bit better. Remember the early days when you had fans of the channel say, "How about this Chiefs" as an intro? Yeah, I did. Used to put that in the beginning of videos. It was awesome. We should do a massive like compilation video though. Do the videos from a landmark. That's a good idea. I started when it was cool to be a fan. First Super Bowl. Then it took powder after Super Bowl 3 till now. Good times. Let's go, John. You the real OG. Roosty said, "I've lived in Austin for 10 years and I've been to Chipotle exactly 0 times. You pass 10 corner stores with taco trucks before you get to Chipotle." I'm not going to lie, dude. If I lived in Texas, I don't know how much I would eat Chipotle. Part of the reason why we eat Chipotle, to be honest with you, is my daughters love it. And our youngest is super picky. So, I mean, here's the thing. Like, we could go to a Mexican restaurant, like authentic, and she probably wouldn't even eat anything there. But we go to Chipotle, she knows it. She loves everything in there and eats it. So we kind of just default to getting her something she will actually eat than fighting with her because she has my stubbornness and Danny's stubbornness all combined. You know, and that little beautiful girl, but very hard-headed. I will say this: if I lived in Texas, there's no way I'm eating inside any place. I'm going food trucks all the way. Grew up in Texas, lived in KC. Chipotle sucks. Been there, done that with mine too. Yeah, you already know. My high school football has the same fight song as the Chiefs, so it wasn't hard at all. Let's go, Glow King. Bro, I remember one time I have a friend of mine. His name's Aldo Alvidrez. I think that's how you say his last name. Hope he's not listening right now, because if I messed it up, he'll be upset. But dude, he's a Latino guy. He took me and Danny to a place. He's like, "You got to come with me. We're going to go to one of the best like Mexican places around." He took me to Turner, Kansas. And bro, we were driving through these streets. Bro, Turner, Kansas, I think is where it was. Bro, these street signs were not in English. There was no English on the signs. I was like, "Where are we? This is crazy." He took me to this store. It was like a big like grocery store, but they served like food out of it. Nothing was in English. He ordered for me in Spanish. I mean, it was freaking awesome, dude. But that was in Turner, Kansas. He took me to, I don't even know what it was called, but it was fire. I don't really have a second favorite NFL team, man. I like watching football. If the Chiefs aren't playing, I just chill. Chill, relax, enjoy the games, drink beer, cheer it on, whatever. But I don't have a second favorite team. Chargers head coach is a joke. I mean, that's true. Any chance on having another Boulevard dinner / drinks this year? I don't know about this year, Buster, like before 2023 concludes, but we'll definitely do one in 2024 for sure. Do you think they elevated the cornerback because the Raiders released Peters? and they were going to steal him. Yeah, I don't know. Somebody could have inquired about Echo, and the Chiefs were like, heck no, we want Echo. I don't know, that was cheesy. But yeah, that could be a very real possibility that another team was inquiring about him, for sure. Rattlesnake said, how do you feel about people who do have a second favorite team? I guess it's fine. I don't know. I've always just rooted for the Chiefs, so I don't really know what that's like, but I guess I don't really care. Rashee Rice is also the first rookie wide receiver to have 100-plus receiving game since DB in 07. Dwayne Bowe? It's been that long? That's freaking unreal. Cole, you know I live in Kansas City, Kansas, and I'm training for football? Now I do, Myron. Let's freaking go, dude. KCK. Is there Justin Ross news? I mean, they dropped his charges, and they granted diversion. That's all I really got right now. So we'll see. He's still on the commissioner's exempt list, and that's all we know. Maybe they'll ask Andy Reid tomorrow if there's an update, but there's not much of one. Yo, John Boyd with the 20 bomb. Bro, first super in a live stream. Dude, fire. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for keeping me in the know. You're number one in my book. I drive for a living and listen all the time for 1.5 years now. John, let's go, dude. There's several people that I know that specifically they're like truck drivers or drive for a living. And so they're like, I always got you in my ear talking. And so part of me is happy, but part of me feels bad for you that you have to listen to this much of my voice. But dude, I appreciate the support more than you know. I mean, without being cliche or corny or anything like that, like the fact that I get to do this for a living, like it's not lost on me that I get to just talk about my favorite team and cover news about the team that I've literally watched since I was a child growing up. You know, I get to do this for a living, keep you guys in the know. Some cool doors have opened. Like I got to go to Mahomes' gala through Chiefs bids and meet Mahomes and meet Bobby Stroop and just being able to even just meet great people from the community. One of my favorite things I did since starting this channel was really just doing that Boulevard get together, getting to see y'all face to face. Like that was crazy, man. So I appreciate the support more than you know. Bob said I'm sitting in Lenexa waiting to deliver in Olathe. Ooh, Bob, let's go, man. I wish Joe's was open. You need some Joe's in your life over there. Stolte, what up, man? Said they'll lift the commissioner's exempt list and maybe add a 4-game suspension. But when do you think that'll happen? Because I don't really think a suspension will come till next year. I guess I could be wrong since diversion and everything, since all this closed so quickly. But let me know early. I will be there. I missed the last gathering. Yeah, what I did last year, guys, is I let all the members know first in the Discord for probably a week or two before announcing it publicly, but we're definitely going to do one in 2024. I don't know that we'll do one like right around the draft again because the draft isn't in Kansas City, so I don't know that it'll matter that we do it right then, but we'll definitely do it. I don't know when exactly, but in 2024 we'll do another one for sure. I don't know if he's going to be suspended, Pickle, for how long, like probably 4 to 8 games, but I don't know when. I was rooting for the Chargers Sunday and they let me down. Dude, Bionica, I literally tweeted out on Twitter, I think I said something along the lines of, I've been a Chargers fan for 2 quarters and I'm already livid. I said, I feel bad for full-time fans of this piss poor team or something like that. I was frustrated too. Yo, Wendy, appreciate you. I try to keep up with the chat. I try to stay at the bottom of it, but I know I miss comments. So obviously, if I miss your comment, you can comment it again. If you comment it like 5 to 10 times, you'll probably get asked to please stop spamming and a comment deleted. But like, if I miss your comment, feel free to post it again. I will definitely try. And the voice of the Chiefs. Yeah, I got to meet Mitch. Dude, I got to meet Mitch. That was awesome. It was really brief, but yeah, definitely got to meet the voice of the Chiefs. It was really cool too. Calling it now. Rashee Rice catch over Charvarius Ward in the Super Bowl for a touchdown. Dude, please happen. Please happen. Babcock said, Cole, what was Michael Jackson's favorite drink? Tee-hee. All right, that one was better. I like that one. Oh, you're the best, Harris. Glow said, got a long ride home and have to call the baby mama. Peace, family. Dude, peace out, brother. Have a safe trip, safe travels. Dude, Herbert is a good QB, but everyone else, what the hell? Are you talking about on the Chargers? I mean, I like Keenan Allen. I like Austin Eckler. Derwin James. I don't even know if he was playing. There's pieces I like on there, but I think it's a coaching problem to some extent. Like, I think Staley needs to go. I'm not really complaining that they're keeping him around. Don't get me wrong, but he probably needs to go. Austin said, always missing my comments. What up, dude? I saw that one. I'm trying, man. What did you say? Casey said, do you see using the out in MVS's contract after this year? I think the wide receiver core really needs a rebuild. I like Rice and possibly Watson for a 3, but everyone else needs to go or can go. Yeah. I said this earlier. I think they could move on from MVS, and they might actually do so. We'll see. Yeah, Rashee stays, probably Sky. He's still on his rookie deal. Justin Watson is on a 2-year, could stay around next year. But yeah, other than that, I mean, I don't know that Mecole returns. I don't know that Richie James returns. They're on 1-year deals. I don't know what Justin Ross' status looks like at the moment. And even still, he had like 3 catches this year before getting put on the commissioner's exempt list. Got the wife with tee-hee. Hey, man, that one got me too. LA has a Super Bowl roster. The fact that they're below 500 is obviously coaching. I haven't watched a lot of the Rams. I pay a lot of close attention to AFC teams, but I mean, I'll watch NFC games, obviously, but I pay way more attention to AFC teams. Cole, what's your opinion on why FAU isn't seeing the field much? Is it the bust label yet? No. Honestly, Matt Lane shared something from Matt Lane of KCSN earlier today. He said something that I kind of just was like, this is kind of where I'm at with it. He said, I'm officially opting out of any FAU agenda discussion this year. A 21-year-old raw athlete learning how to play with technique/nuance, known pre-draft, by the way, is competing in a room that has a Minihue, Karlaftis, Dana in a contract year, and Chris Jones getting snaps at defensive end. I don't think it's a bust by any stretch of the imagination. I'm going to kind of say we need to see him next year, and then we can kind of make form some opinions about FAU. Right now, nah, I'm not worried in the slightest about FAU. Just my opinion, but I personally am not. Oh, you're talking about the LA chart. Oh. Sorry, dude. I see LA and just went Rams. But yeah, there's 2 teams in LA, obviously. It's funny. I think of Chargers and I still think of San Diego. I think of Raiders and still think of Oakland. But yeah. The Chargers, I mean, the Chargers have a pretty good roster. They have Herbert. I mean, they've got a lot of good pieces. It's definitely coaching. They're 4-7. I thought they would be number 2 in the AFC West. I think I had it going Chiefs, Chargers, Broncos, Raiders. Is how I had it in the earlier in the season. I definitely didn't have it going Chiefs, Broncos, Raiders, Chargers. Definitely didn't have that. Do I have the Eagles going 14-3? I don't know. I didn't even really look at their schedule, to be honest. I mean, they're 10-1. I don't know what the rest of their schedule looks like, but they'll probably win most of them. So they could finish 15-2, 14-3. I mean, who knows? Cole, do you want to hear a joke about pizza? Never mind, it's too cheesy. Babcock. I like the T joke though. I like that one. Justin has shown moments of elite play, like that 20 or so yard first down he had on like down the left sideline. If we keep him, I think we can polish him into a great receiver. Yeah, we'll definitely see. We'll definitely see what happens with Justin Ross. What do you think? What do you think is going to happen to Bill Belichick? I would think they just keep him till the end of this season and mutually part ways out of respect for all he's done over the years. I would think Belichick hangs it up. He's like 72, 73. Why not just stop? But there's going to be teams that probably want the guy. So we'll see. Why Broncos fans and players don't say let's ride, they winning now? Oh, Brandon Perna is proudly saying let's ride now. He said that phrase used to bring me shame. Now it brings me great joy. Cole, you know what kind of store you should never take your dog to? The flea market. Noted. I'm not taking my dog there. Not doing it. Do I think the Steelers are a good team? I think the Steelers are an interesting example of good coaching. I understand. I think they fired Matt Canada recently, I believe, but Mike Tomlin is a really good coach. That's an example of like, bro, if you had Mike Tomlin on the Chargers right now, I think they're definitely over 500. What do you call a pile of cats? A meowton. Oh, God. What is happening? The homie with the 4 months, Fire Channel and Community. Let's go, dude. Appreciate you. Bob with the 2 said, would love to see Diggs in red next year. Stephon Diggs? Dude, heck yeah. I don't know what his contract looks like. I know he's about to be like 31, though. That's sometimes an issue for Brett Veach and company. But you never know. Yeah, Stolte said never happening. It's probably not happening, just to be honest. But Jeremy, let's go, dude. Much love, brother. Has 2 years left and can get tagged. Who? Diggs? Yeah, he's probably not going anywhere. Chiefs offense is getting in gear to blast off looking nice. The defense is crazy good. Yes, sir. You already know, Pablo. It's you just got to get the offense going. I've seen that one, Joyce. When does a joke become a dad joke? When it becomes apparent. A parent. Yeah, that's a good one. I like that one. Stephon Diggs threw me a football at pregame warmups once, so you never know. At least I tried. Did you catch it, Holly? Diggs might have the talent, but I am a strong no on that dude. He's just wrong for the Chiefs. Oh, man. Diggs to Mahomes. Mahomes to Diggs, rather, would be fire. Today, my wife asked me, have you seen the dog bowl? Have you seen the dog bowl? I said, I didn't know he could. Okay, that's actually kind of fire. Just picture the dog bowl and strikes. Holly, you dropped it? No, he's never coming to KC. I'm just kidding. Do you think Bill Belichick might go to the Chargers if he doesn't retire? Definitely a possibility, because Staley's probably gone. How do I get out of a music rut and find new music to enjoy? I don't know, man. I don't listen to a lot of music these days. The only music I listen to is lo-fi, like chill hop stuff, instrumentals, when I work. That's about it. Heroes, appreciate the kind words. He said, your beard's so awesome, I want one. Well, you can buy this for $49.99 on Amazon. Michael said, dad joke, what's the difference between a Zippo and a hippo? A hippo's pretty heavy and a Zippo's a little lighter. Okay, that was kind of fire. I like that one. Trevor said, I wouldn't mind Cole at receiver over MVS. Dog, you don't want me out there. I need a knee surgery. My meniscus is torn. I got hip issues. I've had surgeries on both hips. I got a couple bulging discs in my back. You don't want me. You don't want me, man. Nah, you don't. Yo, Bob, Simon with the 2. What free agents would you like to see them pursue? I mean, to be like honest with you, it's a little bit early for me to really even have my mindset there, only because I'm not super studied on who's going to be a free agent when. Now, I could talk to you about what Chiefs players are going to be a free agent, but for other teams right now, I'm not really there yet. Once we get to the end of the season, I'll switch gears and we'll start looking at all that. But I mean, position groups, they need to look for a left tackle. They need to bring in a wide receiver. Travis Kelce's not getting any younger. Could even look at a tight end, maybe in the draft. I don't know, but there's definitely pieces that you've got to fill. You know, Chris Jones, if you can't bring him back, that's a massive loss on the D line. If you can't bring Snead back, there's a hit there. You've got Willie Gay and Drew Tranquill going to be free agents. So there's definitely places / pieces the Chiefs are going to need to fill. Yeah, MVS has the experience, but like, he's not producing on the field right now. No, yeah, Kelsey's fine. But I'm just saying he's not getting any younger when we're looking into the future. That's all I'm saying. How's it feel to you that Taylor is at home in KC right now? I'm stoked. Yeah, I did see, I think, that Taylor Swift is in town right now hanging with Kelsey. I did see a video of Travis Kelce. Dude, it's crazy. Paparazzi and people just follow Kelsey everywhere now. But I saw a video that Kelsey was at Trader Joe's recently buying ice cream. Oh, it's right here. He's just in Trader's buying ice cream. And somebody said that he was buying some for him and Taylor. Bro, could you imagine if you're just in Trader Joe's in Kansas City, just like minding your own business, and Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are buying ice cream? Obviously, Taylor wasn't there, but like, that would be one of those like, what the frick moments to me. You know? Hey, man. I try to stay at... I don't really talk about the... I do on the live streams if you guys bring it up, but I don't really talk about Kelsey and T Swift and my vids and stuff. Like, they want their stuff private. Like, I just kind of let them do their thing. I talked about it the first time she came to Arrowhead. Like, I thought that was a pretty big deal, you know? But other than that, not so much. Oh, dude, we haven't talked about this at all today. Dude, Justin Tucker normally, dude, this man is normally banging 60-yard field goals, but he missed a field goal in that game on Sunday Night Football. And normally this is Justin Tucker to a T.
There's still some of those ghosts of Justin Tucker banging a 60-yard field goal off the crossbar and through to be.
Dude, Mike Garofalo is not Garofalo. I always mix up his last name pronunciation with freaking Garoppolo. I think it's Garofalo. But dude, he was not okay. He was not okay. Now that was a real thing, dude. That was a real mess up. Why are pupils the last part of your body to stop working when you die? I don't know. That's a real thing. KC fan said, "Oh yeah, here we go." Never gets old. Dude, it's fire, dude. Jimmy G. Yeah, it's Jimmy Garoppolo and Mike Garofalo, I think is what it is. But half the time I say Mike Garofalo. I don't think that's right. I just mix up I combine their last name pronunciations. Oh, it's fire. Dude, this is such a fire clip.
There's still some of those ghosts of Justin Tucker banging a 60-yard field goal off the crossbar and through to be.
Mike was not okay. He was just not okay, dude. Oh my gosh. What did I miss about Mecole? He had surgery on his thumb this week. He's out for at least 4 weeks, but said he'll be back before the end of the regular season. It took a second to sink in with the other dude. Truth. Where is that clip? That's hysterical. Cole, I found it on Twitter, dude. Somebody just shared it and was like, what? They said, what are they saying about Justin Tucker and why are they revealing stuff about his personal life? Basically, they were making a joke of it. So I saw that on Twitter and of course had to download it and I save it for a rainy day on the live streams, man. Did you watch the Iron Bowl? No, I'm not going to lie. I don't even know what that is. What's that? Is that a college game? I literally have no idea what that is. Yeah, it's on Twitter somewhere, Cole. After Buffalo's performance against the Eagles, do you think they can beat KC? I think the Bills are a team just like the Eagles, just like the Bengals. I mean, maybe not without Burrow, but those are teams that match up well and always give the Chiefs a good battle, dude. Chiefs lost to the Bills last year. They lost to the Bengals. They beat the Bengals in the AFC Championship game, but yeah, some teams just match up really well. Oh, college football. Yeah, I don't watch any football, or college football rather. Saturdays is my day off with the fam, and it's kind of a sacrifice I make to be with them every Saturday. Like, to the best of my ability, I don't work. I put everything aside and just hang out with them. I did go on a live stream for 20 minutes on Saturday because Mecole was put on IR, Kadarius Toney was ruled out, and they elevated Montreal Washington and LaMichael Pirine for the Raiders game. But yeah, I don't really watch any college ball, and because of that, I'm not really in the know about draft stuff and have to try to play catch up as soon as the Chiefs season is over, but it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make so I can see my fam. You want to see Rice play more MVS role and MVS maybe move to slot? You think they would do that, Eric? Yo, Eric, we're going to ship out your helmet soon. I think it's a helmet. We've got it ready. Let's go, dude. Where does Redbeard put his beard clippings? In his shavings account? Hey, man, let's go. Yeah, I don't have an issue with college football. I work so much on this channel and just trying to keep up with NFL news. It's like, I don't know how people can keep up with NFL, college football. Then they're watching NBA. Then they're freaking watching hockey. Then they're watching baseball. I'm like, how do you do that? I can't do that. Ooh, why do they call it a running back when he's always running forward? I don't know. It's a great question. Do you remember when Chris Jones taped Tom Brady? Or tapped Tom Brady and he was trying to swat the ball. I remember that play. Trevor said, Cole, you need to dye your beard red and gold to keep it from growing gray someday. Hey, when the grays start popping up, we'll do some colors. You already know. Yes, the Eagles had a little bit of luck. We played a complete game. Just the offense misfired, and Eagles got some good plays in. Yeah, I mean, that game was definitely winnable for the Chiefs. You can't turn the ball over twice in the red zone and then score 0 points in the second half against a good team like the Eagles. I mean, as good of a game plan as Spags had, you give the Eagles enough opportunities and they're gonna put some points up on the board. And they did just enough to get it done, Who's talking about Kylie? Oh, Michael said, is Kylie single? Nah, she married. Her husband, Nick, is a really good dude. He's a DJ. Loves hip hop, loves the Chiefs. Yeah, Kylie and Nick are good peoples, man. Kylie and Nick. Yeah, I'll be live with Kylie tomorrow night. Talk some Chiefs, talk some Chiefs news, and we'll talk Chiefs and Packers. What's up, Hank? Someone posted on Twitter today that a bunch of moving trucks have been at Kelsey's new crib. Oh, that's cool, I guess. And people really care about that, huh? I don't follow it that much, but I do know he moved. People told me he moved, so I looked it up and I was like, wow, he really did move. He moved to a more private location in Kansas City, but I don't know where exactly. I just watched that clip again like 5 more times. That's fantastic. It's so funny, dude. Dippin' Dots delivery, baby. That was not good when we played him, but he's popping off now. Wait, who? TH? Who's TH? TH? So Cole and Nick, Kylie's husband, gonna DJ for a Chiefs-themed rave party sometime in the future. I don't know. We'll have to get Nick on the 1s and 2s. Have Cole beatboxing. Talk Chiefs. Let's go. Yo, Reaps with the 5 said, you asked earlier, but delayed answer. My dad immigrated to the U.S. from India at 18 years old, and my mom grew up in London. Whoa. Dude, you've got like a... That's dope. That's like a... I bet your family has like interesting perspective on just life in general, with your dad coming over from India at 18, your mom growing up in London. My wife's uncle, he's from London, lived there like forever, but he's been in the U.S. for like 20 years now. But yeah, definitely like, it's always interesting to talk to people that did not grow up in the States and now live here. Most of them I find are just extremely grateful to live in the U.S. Like, they're like, oh yeah, U.S. has problems, but it's fantastic, you know, overall. And Reeps, that's awesome, man, because I know your dad's an entrepreneur and is doing his thing too. So that's fire, dude. Freaking awesome. Yeah, the Panthers have fallen off so much. Yeah, man. They made it to the Super Bowl with Superman, Super Cam. And it hasn't been the same again. Do you think the referees made a lot of bad calls that went the Patriots' way when they had Tom Brady?
And when it's grim, be the grim reaper and go get it.
I mean, there's definitely a handful that are like, what the hell? You know, that you could look back at over the years. Some they had to change rules, you know, over. But yeah, there were definitely some questionable ones for sure. You literally had him on your team? The Dolphins might win the AFC, be careful. Who? Tyreek? Yeah, Tyreek was awesome, man. Much respect to Tyreek. I got a signed Tyreek jersey over here. One of the best wide receivers in the game. For sure. But I still think, like, I feel like the Dolphins are a bit overrated. Based on all the hype they've been getting. We'll see. I'm fine to be wrong about that. And it's not like, I don't have anything, like, personally against the Dolphins by any means, but that's just kind of where I am. Is Justin Jefferson overrated? No. Why are wide receivers usually skinny and a good tight end is loose in the hips? Like, I don't know. They be looking like, I mean, with tight ends, it's like a super athletic fullback. You want to be able to block like a fullback, and in this day and age, like run routes like a receiver. Meanwhile, receivers, they're asked to block, but not like tight ends, you know? Casey fan said, I love Tyreek. He's still scoring touchdowns for us. Yeah, Dolphins are good. They boast one of the best offenses in the NFL. But they're definitely beatable. I mean, look, the Chiefs beat them without scoring a single point in the second half. They're definitely a beatable team. Is Sticky Rice a real deal? I think so, Ruckus. What up, dude? You know, he's got to work on his drops a little bit, right? But I still think he's coming along, and he's doing great, man. I'm super happy for Rashi. Dawn with the membership. Let's go, Dawn. Appreciate you. Everything weather. Xander, what up, dog? Yep, MVS did help Rashi on that touchdown with the block. Rashi made sure to give him a lot of credit for that. I think he's just hyping up MVS. Gimme said MVS needs to get a grip literally and figuratively. Heck yeah. No, I'm doing good, Xander. I'm getting off here probably in a couple minutes. I'm still fighting through this cold, but it's not hitting me too hard. Tyreek Hill was not good when we played him, but now he popping off. Well, the Chiefs had a good game plan, man. They know Tyreek better than anybody. He was here for years. They had a good game plan, and they kept Tyreek to like 70-ish yards and no touchdowns, I think. So, for sure. Just showed my friend the movie Terrifier. I think I'm visually scared him how gory it was. I've never heard of that movie. Terrifier? That sounds terrifying. Oh, no. Favorite food? Tacos, Muffin, man. I love Mexican food, dude. It's so good. I also love breakfast food, like a lot. Breakfast food is fire. Harris, thanks for the kind words, brother. This was a fun stream, man. We talked Chiefs. We talked, what else did we talk about? Talked dad jokes. We talked everything.
Country, let's ride. Let's ride.
You think the Cowboys fans would be annoying if they beat the Chiefs in the regular season? I think every team, every fan base is kind of annoying when they beat a team in the regular season. That's how you know I'm expiring, when I'm yawning on stream. And the Terrifier films are the goriest slasher films ever made. Oh, really? I don't mind blood and gore, I guess, because I like zombie stuff. I'm not a fan of it over the top. Michael. Yes, sir. Justin Tucker with the 60-year-olds. You got to be careful. Can you put barbecue in tacos? I don't know. You could probably make a case for it. I do like barbecue a lot too. You know, barbecue's great. We like pizza over here as well. Chick-fil-A, Chipotle, Mexican. We like all that. Reeps with the 5. My favorite thing about my dad was he wanted to fight his pancreatic cancer to see the Chiefs win the Super Bowl. He's been healthy since. Dude, let's freaking go, dude. Your dad is he's a fighter, man. Let's go. I'd love to hear that. I'm glad he's doing well. Brisket tacos. Ooh, fire. How long have you been growing the beard? I think I started growing it out in like 2017. It's really extreme gore in those films. The first one is mostly made to show how gory the kills can be. When Art the Clown kills people, that sounds kind of scary. Beck's Mexican dish, dude. Tacos. I don't care, dude. This sounds so bad. Some of you are going to be mad at me for this. But I like tacos so much that I literally do not care where they're from. We just had Taco Bell the other day. It was fantastic. With that being said, I've also had authentic street tacos in Mexico. I would take that over Taco Bell any day. That's not what I'm saying. But dude, homemade tacos, authentic tacos, Chipotle, Taco Bell, a Mexican restaurant, a food truck, tacos in Mexico, tacos in Texas. Like, I do not care. I will eat them all because they are freaking great. And they're totally different styles too. I like all the styles. I like what I call white people tacos. Like, I like white people tacos, but then I like authentic, go to Mexico. You got the corn tortillas, the whatever on there, lime, onion, cilantro. Heck yeah, dude. I'm eating Church's chicken. It's fire. Hey, Church's chicken is the shiznit. Adam Sandler taught me that at a young age. Yeah, they're all good. The shrimp tacos from south of Summit in Waldo are fire. Ooh, I have to try that. Let's see. Donovan Smith, Juwan Taylor are alarming. I've seen the films from the Raiders and Eagles game, and their inability to block the edges are very alarming. I'm kind of less worried about that and more worried about them getting flagged. That's a bigger problem to me. Now, you've probably watched more film than I have, so I'm not going to say you're wrong. I'm just saying, based on what I'm seeing, as I watch, I do look at coach's film. I watch the game each game twice as well. I'm not overly concerned about pressure getting to Mahomes. I'm more concerned about them committing a penalty and negating a positive play. I feel like that is happening more than Mahomes getting sacked. Like, Mahomes is the least sacked quarterback in the NFL, the lowest pressure to sack ratio in the NFL. That's never changed, even when last year Orlando and Andrew Wiley allowed the most pressures of any tackle duo in the NFL. Like, Mahomes just finds ways to not take sacks, which is, I think, what was half of why I was so frustrated watching the Chargers game. Bro, Herbert knew it was a zero blitz. There's going to be a free man running to him. and he just stares at the guy. He literally says hike, steps back, holds the ball, and just watches the blitzer bear down on him and tackle him. He like doesn't move. He does nothing. I think that's probably the most frustrating thing about the Chargers game. And then people on Twitter are like, well, it's not Herbert's fault. The line can't block. I'm like, it is Herbert's fault. He needs to identify the pressure coming and make adjustments accordingly. He's the leader of the offense, dude. It's on Herbert. You know, sometimes does the defense make a good play? Of course. But dude, there are times when I don't have any hair to pull out, but I would have pulled my hair out when I was watching Herbert, man. It was nuts. Have you had In a Tub tacos in North KC? I haven't had them up north, but I feel like they've catered somewhere I was at. Or I've had like do they have a food truck? Because I really feel like I've had that. Brand the man. Oh, has Brand got a new one? Oh, 22 lockdown. Oh, we got a new one for McDuffie. Yeah, I felt like it was his fault. I think that was the most frustrating watching Herbert, not going to lie. Funny thing is Herbert is mobile even when he is mobile, for sure. I like Herbert. This isn't a Herbert trash session by any means because I think he's a good QB. In a Tub is not like any other taco anywhere. Well, if I haven't had it, I definitely need to try it. I feel like I have. You have legs, Herbert. Now, using it to run. Don't just stay in there. Watch it. Imagine Herbert. Imagine. I gave a handyman a to-do list. When I got home, only things 1, 3, and 5 got done. Turns out he only does odd jobs. You gotta hire somebody else for the evens, Casey. Gotta hire him for the evens. With that, it's 10:23. I'm gonna get out of here. I appreciate all the all the dono bombs, the likes, the comments. We've held over 400. It was like 550 for most of the stream. I appreciate 500 of you hanging out on a Tuesday night, talk Chiefs and wherever the chat goes. I always really enjoy the Tuesday night live streams. It's just a time where I can get together and just kind of put everything on pause, work-wise or just anything going on, and just hang out with you guys and have a good time. So I appreciate you guys more than you know, and I have a special video to play before we get out of here.
There's still some of those ghosts of Justin Tucker banging a 60-yard field goal over off the crossbar and through to be.
And until next time, let's go. Let's freaking go.
How about those Chiefs?
There's still some of those ghosts of Justin Tucker banging a 60-yard field goal over off the crossbar and through to be.
I had to do it, man.